Big win heading into final week of the regular season. How do you feel like the defense has come along for you guys?
I mean, today, as you see, we pitched out a shutout on our defensive side. Didn't give up any points. We also got a blocked PAT point, kept them to 6 points, and we really did our thing today. And it got a little loose in the end, but we'll probably fix that up. But it was still like we didn't really let up anything, and it's really been coming along. And we've just had these past 2 weeks to really hone in on that and just make sure like we're not going to be letting up points every first drive anymore. Like we got to hold down and just really dig our feet into the ground pretty much. So.
On the recruitment front, you've been well-traveled, heading to Bama tomorrow, right?
Yes,
I know you've been there before, but what are you hoping to take away from that trip?
I just want to see how the game day environment suits me, and especially it's going to be a night game too, so I want to see what it's about.
And then the communication, I mean, how have you seen that communication and that relationship grow since the last time you were on campus?
I mean, it's been growing great. Saban has been making sure he keeps in touch with me. Always wanted to make sure he gets on the phone with me at least once or every other 2 weeks. And talking with Coach Voboda out there, and it's been a great relationship building with them.
Recently, it was Notre Dame and Texas A&M. What were the takeaways from those two visits?
Just really like Notre Dame, great environment. It was a little cold, but I mean, I wasn't playing, so like couldn't really like say that. When you're just sitting there, it's just like But like I can tell, like on the field, especially with a big rivalry against USC, a game like that, how they played and how they've been playing this year. Really great game, really great program, especially with a good academic school. And A&M just, I was able to go out to when they played Alabama in their night game, and it was just stadium rock and most beautiful thing I've ever seen. It was just like I don't know how Alabama was able to get a play call off. I mean, it was just really like it was amazing to see. I'd say, I've really been loving those.
After taking all of these trips that you've been taking, has your list of priorities changed, or have they kind of stayed consistent throughout the entire process?
Oh yeah, it's stayed consistent throughout the entire process.
Gotcha. Okay. And what would you say are some of those top priorities?
I would just say looking for a home. I would say looking for a place that got it all for me. Be in contention for the playoffs every year. That I will be going there. Also, life after football. I want a place where the degree will get me somewhere anywhere I do. If anything happens, football doesn't last forever. It's not a 4-year decision; it's a 40-year decision. Like Notre Dame, UCLA, USC like to preach, and I just know like. That's just like where I got to find in all in one place.
Recently committed to the Under Armour All-American Bowl. Congrats on that. What does that mean to you, being able to participate in that bowl?
I mean, it's amazing. I got a lot of people I've met out on these visits, especially on all the visits I've been taking. Like a lot of like friends I've been able to meet, and just like people I've been able to grow a bond with. And it's just like I just know it's gonna be a great time with my family out there, and be back in the home state, Florida.
Are you still thinking for the timeline you'll announce your commitment at that game?
Honestly, I don't even know. I'm not. I think so. As of right now, I would say maybe, because I just know some of these places their January semesters don't start until like a little bit later, so I wouldn't be on campus by then. But honestly, I don't know. I might do a silent before that and just ride it out and see how the rest of these coaching changes go, because I just want to see how these where the rest of these coaches like start ending up, and just make sure I make the right decision for me.